iQOO is going all in on the under 25,000 rupees segment with the new Z10. And to be fair, it's shaping up to be a pretty solid contender. Yes, it comes with that massive 7300 mAh battery that you've probably already seen in the ads because iQOO is making sure no one misses it. But there's one player that might rain on iQOO's battery parade: the new Moto Edge 60 Fusion. It might not be a marathon runner like the Z10, but it brings a pretty well-rounded package to the table that's hard to ignore at this price. So, which phone deserves your money? We put them head-to-head to find out. But before we begin, how about hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy our videos? Starting with the design. Both the devices look premium, are built like tanks and offer military-grade durability. However, the Edge 60 Fusion is rated IP68 and IP69, while the Z10 settles for IP65. As for how they feel in the hand, the Edge 60 clearly takes the lead. That eco leather back feels smooth, is grippy and looks classy, especially in our Pantone Zephyr variant. Over time though, it will get dirty. The Z10 on the other hand comes with a plastic back. It does not feel as premium, but the glacier silver color has a clean, pearl-like finish which looks luxurious. Built-wise, the Z10 is heavier at 199 grams, but it also packs a massive 7300 mAh battery into a surprisingly slim 7.89mm body, which is genuinely impressive. For displays, we get a King Kong vs Godzilla rerun. The Edge 60 Fusion comes with a 6.67-inch P-OLED panel. The Z10 gets a 6.77-inch AMOLED. Both offer a sharp 1.5K resolution, are 120Hz panels and produce a billion colors. In short, they're excellent displays and look stunning. The Moto feels a touch more vivid, but the Z10 handles HDR better. The Z10 gets a quad curve display versus the Edge 60 Fusion's all curved design. Personally, I'd go with the iQOO here. It just feels better in the hand and is more comfortable to use. The Moto felt a little too sharp at the edges. Audio-wise though, Motorola wins big time. Its Dolby Atmos stereo speakers sound fuller, richer and more immersive. The Z10 on the other hand only gets a mono speaker. It gets loud, but there's also so much it can do. Now let's dive into the cameras. The Edge 60 Fusion rocks a 50-megapixel sensor with OIS, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide and even a fancy 3-in-1 ambient light sensor to help fine-tune color and exposure. Meanwhile, the Z10 sticks to a 50-megapixel sensor with OIS and a pointless 2-megapixel depth sensor. In daylight, both are great. The Moto tends to oversaturate things with super punchy colors. The iQOO keeps things more neutral and natural. Both hold up well in low light as well, but again, the Moto tends to push contrast a little too hard while iQOO keeps it more balanced. Where the Edge 60 Fusion falls apart is the ultra-wide. It's soft, lacks detail and struggles badly in the dark. The iQOO on the other hand doesn't even have one. For video, both top out at 4K 30fps. Stabilization is where Moto pulls ahead, smooth and usable. The Z10, jittery and twitchy, not ideal. While both of these devices have a 32-megapixel selfie cam, the Edge 60 Fusion fares better in both photos and videos. This was an easy win for the Moto with its camera setup, which is just more practical. Performance is where things get really interesting. The iQOO Z10 packs the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3, while the Edge 60 Fusion runs on MediaTek's Dimensity 7400. Both get up to 12GB LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB storage. Unfortunately, both still use UFS 2.2 storage. In phones over ₹20,000, this feels like a letdown. Sure, it's fast enough for daily use now, but over time, app loading speeds and performance dips become noticeable. For the top-end variants at least, we expect UFS 3.1. But when it comes to benchmarks, the Z10 takes the lead early. It scores big on AnTuTu and in 3D Mark it holds its own. Though the Edge 60 Fusion edges it out in a few tests. In real-world usage, both phones fly through apps and multitask like pros. But in gaming, the Z10 dominates. I had a buttery smooth experience in BGMI at HD graphics with extreme settings. The Edge 60 Fusion's gameplay is very choppy even in turbo mode. Software-wise, the Edge 60 Fusion runs Hello UI based on Android 15. It's clean, close to stock Android, and will get 3 years of OS updates plus 4 years of security patches. The Z10 runs on FunTouch OS 15 and is full of bloatware. Plus, we only get 2 years of OS updates and 3 years of security support. Both phones cover AI basics like circle to search and AI erase, but Motorola goes further. With features like Catch Me Up, Take Notes, Remember This and Magic Canvas, the Edge 60 Fusion's AI features feel more thoughtful. Coming to the battery life, the iQOO Z10 is a straight-up powerhouse. This phone just refuses to die. I gamed for an hour on BGMI with everything maxed out and it dropped only 8%. I also spent 2 hours on YouTube and the battery dropped by about 10%. Charging is also pretty great. The 90-watt charger takes you to 50% in 30 minutes and the full 100% in just about an hour. The Edge 60 Fusion's good too. Its 5500 mAh battery holds up well and the 68-watt fast charging gets you to 100% in 45 minutes. Respectable, but the Z10 flexes harder. Choosing between the iQOO Z10 and the Moto Edge 60 Fusion isn't all that hard. Both are solid phones, but they're built for different kinds of users. If performance and gaming are your top priorities and want the biggest battery on a smartphone, then the iQOO Z10 is the easy pick. But if you care more about how a phone looks and feels, want something that stands out in the hand, and value a more well-rounded camera setup, then the Motorola is the way to go.